My name is Noble.
Nice to meet you. I'm Mairsyy.
Mairsyy.
How are you, mate? Good to see you for the first time.
Camera there, camera there, camera there. Tell me about how you became a Quinn creator.
Yeah, so I had a lovely DM from the team just asking if they could stitch one of my TikToks. Because I started making TikToks for a bit of a laugh, to get out of my tedious job that I hated as a bit of a creative outlet. And initially, I panicked and I was like, no, thank you, I'm scared. What is this? I don't know what Audioerotica is. Kind of did my research, started to get a bit more immersed in the community, started seeing how cool and important the work was, and then kind of reconnected with Quinn, and then here we are.
Now you're sitting in LA.
How about you?
Very similar in the sense that I was found on TikTok. People were tagging them in comments saying, this guy sounds like the dude from You. You should get him on Quinn. And I think I listened to like one audio. I was like doing my dishes and I listened to one audio and it was like, I listened to 5 seconds. Like, okay, that's good. That's nice. That's very nice. He's good at that. He's good at that. I was like, I don't know, like super embarrassed by myself.
All these dishes.
Yeah, I was like, these are really dirty dishes. I think at that point, I went back to the page and I just saw Andrew Scott's face.
Nice.
Who's like my man crush.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, Andrew Scott, I think I could maybe give this like an honest try.
Yeah, man, I have to say, your world building, your immersion in your audios is just next level.
Yeah, it just kind of became one of those things where as I was writing a script, I was like, oh, this is such a fun way to surprise people. And I feel like using surprise in an audio is one of the coolest tools. Because we all know where the audio is going, don't we? I did an audio called Will It Fit, which was a change room audio. It's clothing. Will it fit?
I like that title. That's very good. I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, essentially in the change room and there's a ruckus. There's someone that shows up and she won't go away. But the act is still occurring. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my favorite. I love a jump scare. Using things like sound effects to get the heart racing and get the adrenaline pumping simulates the experience in a way that makes it so much deeper and more immersive.
So when I first started making audios on Quinn, I literally used to record under a blanket with a USB mic.
Very sexy.
Yeah, just to like try and remove the static whilst I'm literally creating my own static with my hair on like a bed sheet. I think the platform and the creators are like pushing themselves to like upskill in that sense, and it's like creators like you that are like leading the way, and it's so important, and you see it in all the feedback.
Question for you, how do you find, because the thing that I found most difficult has been finding ways to address the listener as like a global person, and then address the different spaces you could be in with literally without telling people. You know, like finding other ways. Hey, can I get a drink? Now we know we're at a bar. Instead of being like, wow, look at this bar.
Yeah, it's like being like really obvious.
This is a comfy bed. Like,
I think it's like you said, the writing has to be like so subtle, or like you say with the sound engineering, like using like some sort of fade or some sort of sound to like indicate door closing, or maybe like the roomscapes change slightly, and you're like, okay. It's important to do that consistently as well through the audios to kind of set that scene, like kind of help guide the listeners along, because they're on a journey. They're concentrating on other things they need.
Such as what? Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah. Have you got like a specialty or like a preference you like in terms of like trope or like genre?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, there's an important differentiation between like creator preference and character, and I feel like a lot of times I see in the comment sections like, whoa, Noble's really into this thing. And I'm like, no. Noble's a character, and as a creative, I think we explore in areas where safe and we feel safe and comfortable, but it's not necessarily coming from a place of desire on my part. But for me, I'm into whatever the listener is into that's within my comfort zone.
That's like the beauty of acting and stuff, right? It's like you've got to adapt and go with it.
And you find different comfort zones, saying different things or different scenarios, because some are really uncomfortable when you first try them on. And some you know right away. You say the thing, and you'll be like, and you're going to bleep that out. But like, because I don't say that one. I think I said it once. But like, you know, you say certain things and you're like, that just doesn't fit me. And then you find other things, you're like, this fits really well. And then you see comments, people are like, oh, I love how this creator says this. I love this person's style for that. And I think it's more about carving out your own space.
Yeah, I agree. When I first ever did like an M sub, I had someone DM me saying, what the was that?
Yeah.
And I was like, pardon? And they were like, that wasn't you. You weren't into that. And I was like, these listeners are listening. I don't know about you. Like, to get in the mental space to record like a full length audio, I feel like you really have to be in that like headspace or like feel a little bit spicy in yourself naturally to like perform
a good one.
Yeah, a good one.
So like I act in film and TV as well, and a lot of times you show up on set and the context of your life is the opposite of the characters, and you're like, I'm not angry today. I feel like like curling into a ball, like I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes you can reverse engineer, because it doesn't always start with inspiration, right? It's like a circle, and there's productivity and there's inspiration on opposite ends. And sometimes you have the inspiration and then you move towards the productivity.
Definitely.
And sometimes you just have to start and hope that you get there. How would you say that starting this work has changed your relationship to sexuality or sex?
Yeah, so I think for me, I was kind of similar to a lot of guys where I was a bit narrow-minded, bit like ignorant, bit of a cheeky mischief, kind of...
What is this cheeky mischief?
Just a young, single, sex-positive guy, and just kind of respectful, having my fun, but like it just opened my eyes from doing the work in here, seeing more of the perspective of the female gaze and understanding that, and kind of in those scenarios, whatever the kind of circumstance, whether it's kind of casual, whether it's relationship, like you're a collective, you're a team, like so communication is like been a real big eye-opener for me. I've always been like a bit of a bad communicator, so it's just like you can have open conversations. You should both have that mutual respect for each other and kind of enjoy the process kind of thing, and just like say pleasure, fun, release, whatever. So have you found similar?
Yeah, part of the apprehension I even had to joining Quinn was we still have so much historical shame with sex, even though it's a thing that literally everyone's doing and almost always thinking about.
Yeah.
Like Noble versus me, like they're just different things. And so as far as my awareness of the porn space and like the sex work space, it's been an education on
100%.
how horrible historically it is and how important it is to have safe spaces, especially for women, to consume content that they actually know is vetted and that it's tagged properly and that it's trigger warninged and like all of these things.
By creating this content for the community, it's like enabling the community to feel like they can, like say, be comfortable. There's no shame. There's like, you can enjoy whatever the range of the tags or the tropes or the genre, like whatever you're into, there's everything on the there's a creator for you. So I love that like we're kind of starting to provide that comfort for people and kind of knocking down those walls, like, because it's, as you say, it's just brutal out there and the statistics are just like so unfair. So this is probably like my most impactful audio, a real safe for work kind of ramble where it was it? Like,
as my stomach slaps against your it is all yours.
Oh, am I thinking of Your Worth? Yeah, that's a very different audio. So this is like a very rough, possessive audio that's called You're All Mine, where, yeah, I kind of just let it all out a bit, kind of get a bit toxic, get a bit assertive, and just like that jealous boyfriend vibe, and just run with it.
Okay.
Cheers, everyone.
Nice little tink.
Yeah, thanks for having me back. I know. Well, thank you for inviting me, bub. It's been a while since I've seen you lot.
Very heartfelt and emotive, as you can tell.
How's it all going? How's the new office treating you? Yeah, it's lush.
It's so British. I love it.
Definitely making some money, ain't you?
In it. Yeah, nice work. You said you didn't do much sound effects and stuff, but the sound effects on that sound dialed in.
Thank you, yeah.
So this is a little snippet from an audio of mine called 3 Words. It's a big, charming, sweet, tender, I love you moment, so hope you're prepared.
Can't wait.
Yeah, here come the waterworks.
I'm crazy about you. Truly.
And sometimes I just, I get this messed up idea in my head, that I'm gonna die before I get to tell you how I actually feel. I want you to know that I love you.
Oh, stop it. You've won me over.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it in a long time.
That's very good.
Yeah?
I love that.
Holds up okay?
Yeah. It's very, it's like the naturalness of it's so hard to get out. And then when it's out, the impact is just love that.
Thanks, man. All right, Mairsyy, we have some comments here for you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Scottish accent, rugby player, and dick slaps. I'm ready to pay off your mortgage.
I will apply for one, and I will take you up on that.
A guided O. Thank you for helping me learn to get myself there after far too long in life going without. Like we're saying.
That's lovely, yeah.
That's a Mairsyy comment.
But again, it highlights kind of what we said earlier about the kind of stigma and the shame of how natural that should be. And it's just it's just very fulfilling to hear that we are making that kind of impact with our audience. So someone on your audio morning play wrote, morning wood, my favorite natural renewable resource.
Climate change, guys. We need to be taking care.
And then on your audio, say less, I love this one. Someone said, standing ovulation. That's great. How many of them have you had in your time? A lot.
Standing ovulations? Yeah. Hopefully a lot.
So then finally on your audio midnight, somebody has commented, a lot of us can't sleep with everything going on in the world right now, and audios like this mean everything. Thank you. And then I did the very cute little. See, the impact. I love that. Baddie.
Good girl.
Bad girl.
Sweetheart.
Naughty girl.
Baby.
You like that?
Go, baby.
In it. Hard, isn't it?
You son of a bitch. What's a storyline idea that hasn't been explored yet? On horseback. That's true.
One thing you can't live without, Quinn.
What would you or your character pack for a weekend trip? Lubricant.
Is there an audio that was the most fun to record at the in-laws?
Dirty boy. What's your favorite sound? Whoop,
Where do you get your ideas, my dirty brain?
What's your favorite cereal? Captain Crunch.
Ooh. What music have you been listening to? House music.
Dream job besides this one. Be a carpenter.
So I think I've got a few icons here for you, but I think to start, Jaffa Cake McVitie's.
Sounds made up, but okay.
And it is a big debate worldwide of whether they are a cake or a biscuit.
Oh, goodness.
Not what you expected?
Don't like it. Getting better.
There we go.
But don't like it. I'm going to give it a 6.
Fair enough.
This right here is a Hawkins Cheesy. Real cheddar cheese from Canada. Crack that baby open. Yeah, get in there.
Well, they glow in the dark, so I won't be lost.
Yeah.
A 7. I don't know if you like these.
Okay, great.
Pickled onion monster munch.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, with these. They're not real food. They're made of some kind of particle or something. 7.5. Ooh. Next up, we have a sweet and creamy treat. Coffee Crisp.
Ooh.
After you take a bite, I will be finishing this.
Thank you very much. It's a lot of wafer. I was not expecting a lot of wafer. There's
I can tell it was a lot of something.
It's a bit like drywall.
Tasty drywall.
Probably another 7.
That's fair.
We have these iconic little devils. Roundtree's fruit pastels.
That just sounds like 4 different things.
They are a bit of a journey. I hope you've got good dental care.
We do. I'm from Canada. Here we go.
Okay.
Right? I mean, this is delicious candy. Yeah, I love candy. That's a 10.
Yes, to the fruit pastel.
I'm gonna hit you with some candy. Maynard's Fuzzy Peaches.
Ooh. Oh, they're like jelly tots.
Yeah, for sure. They're that thing.
Good on.
I'm still working these babies.
I'll be an out there. 10. 10. Quite an even game there. Fair play.
All right, Mairsyy. It's been a pleasure. I look forward to potentially collaborating in the future, maybe, and being friends forever.
Let's do it. I'm coming to Canada, and we're gonna have some coffee crisp.
Yeah, and bring me some of those jelly tots.
Yeah. You want some more fruit pastels?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Can we hug?
Yeah.